Quadratic equation. In mathematics, a quadratic equation is a polynomial equation of the second degree. The general form of a quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where x represents a variable or an unknown, and a, b, and c are a constant with a is not equal to 0. If a is equal to 0, the equation is a linear equation. So, the constants a, b, and c are called respectively the quadratic coefficient, the linear coefficient, and the constant term are free terms. A quadratic and roots. A polynomial of a degree is equal to 2. Y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. Ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0 in a quadratic equation where a is not equal to 0. So, here is an example of a quadratic roots. So, 5x squared is minus 3x plus 3 is equal to 0. So, the number here that makes the equation becomes a quadratic is the exponent 2. So, the name quadratic comes from quad, meaning square, because the variables get squared like x squared. So, it is also called an equation of degree 2 because the 2 is on the x. Example of quadratic equation. 2x squared plus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. In this one, a is equal to 2, b is equal to 5, and c is equal to 3. So, x squared minus 3x is equal to 0. This one is a letter mole tricky. Where is a? In fact, a is equal to 1. As we don't usually write 1x squared, b is equal to negative 3, and where is c? Well, c is equal to 0, so it is not shown. So, hence that this equation is not a quadratic. So, 5x minus 3 is equal to 0 because it is missing x squared. In other words, a is equal to 0, and that means it can't be a quadratic, but it is a linear equation. So, how to solve a quadratic equation? So, there are three ways to find the solution. So, first, we can factor the quadratic. So, find what to multiply to make the quadratic equation. And the second one is we can complete the square. Or the last is we can use the specific formula of a quadratic equation. So, the formula of getting a quadratic equation is equal to x is equal to negative b plus and minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Thus, ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0 has two roots, a and b, given by a is equal to negative b plus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2. And one roots is equal to b is equal to negative b minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So, using the quadratic formula. So, like for example, solve 5x squared plus 6x plus 1 is equal to 0. So, our coefficients are a is equal to 5, b is equal to 6, c is equal to 1. So, our quadratic formula is x is equal to negative b plus and minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So, to solve it, we are going to put the value of a, b, and c. So, we have x is equal to negative 6. The value of b here is negative 6. So, plus and minus square root of 6 squared minus 4 times 5 times a all over 2 times 5. So, solve for x. So, we have here negative 6 plus and minus square root of 36 minus 20 all over 10. So, we have here negative 6. Since the square root of 16 is 4, so plus and minus 4 all over 10. So, our x is negative 0.2 or negative 1. So that is the answer. So by checking the answers, we have x is equal to negative 0.2 or x is equal to negative 1. So negative 0.2 is to 5x times 0.2 squared plus 6x times the quantity 0.2 plus 1. So we have here, we are going to multiply it. So 5 times 0.04 plus 6x times 0.2 plus 1. So we have here 0.2 minus 1.2 plus 1 is equal to 0. And same with these solutions. So thank you for listening.